Record Nov, and welcome to another episode of On the Record. I'm your host, Michael Stalk. Today in studio we have MBC Mohawk Bridge Consortium Wayne Rice and Sterling Deer. We're going to be talking about some of the issues surrounding the problems that have been going on on the bridge and with the unions and some of the men and I guess the jurisdiction issues that we have in this community and all that in a nutshell. There's been a lot of rumors that's going around. The union's been putting out a lot of misinformation. There's been misinformation in the community. The Mohawk Council has taken a position on it. The MBC's been taking a position on it. Everybody's taken a position on it. Unfortunately, that's why we're here today. And there's still a lot of stuff that I guess the community is asking about or requiring about. There's been private meetings that are going on and some people are allowed in, some aren't. The union's coming here to have meetings, which is something that's a little bit out of the ordinary, other than having some union meetings which were always, I guess, in a positive light. Now it's becoming more of a negative light and trying to assert their jurisdiction into the community. So all those things we're going to discuss today, and hopefully at the end of this we can figure out where everything is going from here. So it's a little unusual that we have private business individuals dealing with a political situation. You know, I'm hoping that to get something from the union reps, from the Mohawk Council, from, you know, community members to come on and speak about some of the issues, because, you know, there's so many different sides, and I just like to welcome you here today, Wayne and Sterling. So how did we get to here? I mean, getting the bridge is such a big thing for this community over the years. As we know, we've been fighting. Now that it's here, you have people that are angry, you have jealousy, it's crazy. A job that should be a positive thing is becoming a negative thing. Is it because the amount of money that's there, or how big the job is? Or I don't know. Try to explain something to us.
We've been wondering ourselves what's been going on. I mean, this job should be, and is a beautiful job. The whole community should be very proud of it and be proud of the workers that are there right now, because they're doing a great job, and they're doing a safe job. And when we first were negotiating for the job 2 years ago, we had a lot of outside negativity being tossed against us, and we dealt with it. But now it seems we have our own people are giving us the most problems right now. Some of our community members, and it all revolves around the union. Incidentally, the union has never really bothered us for over 25 years on the Mercy Bridge. And, you know, that's hard to understand why they're here now. You know, we don't understand. Is it for the money? Is it to protect the men? We're not sure.
Because I know back in the mid-'80s, I was sitting as an alternate on safety committee when this issue first came up in regards to CSST and the safety, and as a result of that, I'm not sure if it was your father's company at the time was there, or Jimmy Malush's when all this had happened, and they told basically CSST that, you know what, in the safety issue we're going to deal with it on the reserve, and then our jurisdiction is going to be here. MSI came out as a result of it. Our safety officer came out as a result of it, and a lot of other things in place. And you're right, it is 25 plus years more. And then now all of a sudden, why was it okay then and not now?
That's the $64,000 question.
66.
Or 66
million.
A million. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. No, you're right, Mike.
It's a $66 million question.
You know, Mike, I'm glad you said that, because that seems to be a lot of our problems too. Because I hear a lot out there, the job's $66 million. NBC's got money. They can do this. And then, you know, it's a sad thing when we hear that.
People think that you're getting $66 million and it's going in your pocket.
It's going in my pocket. Yeah. You know, last night at the band council meeting, they were arguing about $5. The NBC follows a fair wage agreement, which is put out and set by the CK.
Okay, I don't want to cut you off on there. I want to get to that, to the fair wage agreement and that, but maybe later on during the show. I know that not everybody goes to the band meetings and follows what's going on. can you just give us a little bit of history from the beginning on, obviously NBC got the contract to do this job, and what does it entail, and from there to where we are today?
Okay, with the help of the MCK and Economic Development Group, Bud Morris's group, we put together a consortium of five companies, and we approached the Federal Bridge Corporation, and we told them that we are going to be doing the contract on the Mercia Bridge, because at the time they had tended to give us maybe 200,000 hours, man hours, and put people to work, and we said it's not acceptable that we have the expertise through Sterling, Pete Morris, Peter Boyd Rice, and the other partner we have, that we can do the job and do it, number one, safely, and do it efficiently and under budget. So the ball started rolling in that area, and we had to convince the government that we were capable of doing the job, and it took 2 years to negotiate this contract. It didn't just happen like that.
It wasn't open to like public or to the province contractors. It was just this, you created the consortium and worked through to get it, right?
Well, I think they wanted to see it go down like a certain way, like Wayne said, with the 250,000 man hours, and to have a larger firm or company or consortium come in and oversee the works and work hand in hand with the Mohawks and the Mohawk workers and women and of the community. And we felt that that wasn't the right way to go with the job at the time. And we said, like we can do it, we can manage it, and we can see it through. And they went back and they came back and they said, well, there's a possibility here, and that's where we got going more on it.
And I'm sure that the Champlain Bridge Corporation and MTQ are not going to just give out contracts knowing that somebody can't do it.
No, yeah, that's true.
So it's not like they haven't already said that, we're going to give the contract to NBC, and we know the work is going to get done properly. If not, you wouldn't have gotten it. Regardless of where the bridge is or where it's from, it's still the responsibility of Champlain Bridge Corporation, as well as much as the MTQ, Transport Quebec, to make sure that the people going across the bridge are safe. And as Ganawagirano, we want the same.
No, they had a lot of confidence in the companies that they seen at the table, and that's one of the main reasons why they gave the contract out. The contract was given under the auspices of the federal procurement Aboriginal strategy, business for business, and that's how it was awarded as a sole source. That's why there were no public tenders.
And I guess that's some of the issues that 7-Eleven had brought up, which we'll go through a little later. I want to cover some more, because we only touched a little bit, but we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back right after these messages.